A very warm welcome and good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining back. I hope you're having a very good time with Python. Yes, so we still have some time before we start off. Let's wait for 5 more minutes for others to join in. In the meanwhile, so quickly, I will first show you what is today's agenda that we will try to cover. Okay, one is we will finish off the operators. We will see, as I discussed yesterday, we started off with the concept of operators yesterday, and we will finish off with the operator precedence and associativity today. We will also have a look at the concept of typecasting. I'm sure most of you know it already, but it's good to revise these fundamentals. We will next take the next data type, which is strings. So we start off with the string basics, understanding how strings are formed, what type of classes are they. We will go to the details of indexing, slicing, and string functions. Before I take up the string functions, I will also try to give you a sneak peek into what is a function. Actually, the concept behind functions. Again, arguably, it's a very fundamental concept. Most of you will know it, but just good to have revision. Then we will go to lists. We will start off with lists today and try to cover the list function. So if we can do that today with your cooperation, that would be fantastic. Okay, so time is short. We will try to cover as much as possible. And so a few things, please don't ask me any questions in between. When I tell you ask questions, do shoot it. Otherwise, we will keep it towards the end of the sessions. If something related to the topic you're not able to follow, not able to understand, definitely go ahead and ask. Okay. So with that note, we will start. Yeah. Can you please confirm if my voice is clear and my screen is visible? Okay. Yeah, Shanti, thanks for reminding. Okay, good. Right. So what was yesterday's homework? Quick recap. What was yesterday's homework? Shanti is very excited. Yes, good. Bitwise operators and application of complex numbers. Very good, Shanti. Okay, right, Harshit. Yes, Rupali. Correct, Shreyasi. Ketki, correct. Yes, Vashish. Good. So I'm pasting it here. Chalo. Good. Okay. Any questions related to topics we have covered till yesterday? Okay. Oh, thank you, Shanti. Good. Okay, Harshit, right. Okay, Rupali, thank you. Good evening, Praveen. Okay. So let me ask you a quick question then. If you have no questions for me, let me ask you a quick question. Tell me, is this a rule of grammar of Python or it's a good to have? Okay, I am putting it in a DM. Class name. Can I start like this? Class. Tell me, is it right or wrong? As per the rules of grammar, is it right? Okay. Farooq, you're saying wrong. Why, Farooq? Why wrong? Ketki also saying wrong. Okay. Rest all, Aarti, Nandini, all, Shabina, Farooq. No, Farooq, there's no space there. It's a class is a reserved keyword. So that way it is right. Get my point? Class is a reserved keyword. Sankit, you're saying wrong. Why wrong? Those of you who are saying wrong, you need to justify why wrong. Ah, good. Yashasvi is saying no, its first letter should be capital. Yashasvi, right. You're correct. It is but is it mandatory that it should be capital? Yeah, good. It's not mandatory, but it's a good rule to follow. Okay, correct. Right. Okay. Now tell me, how do we do commenting? Yes, good, Rupali. Programmers have decided for a readable program. Very good. Correct. Okay. Hash. Yes, Harshit, Farooq, Kailash. Yes, SSV. Your replies are coming like boom, boom, boom. Very fast. Good, guys. You're revising, I believe. No, Shanti, it's not that slash. That's for C. That's for C. Yeah. Yeah, right. Rupali is also saying triple quotes for multi-line. Good. Yes. Minal is also saying three quotes. Akansha. Yes, Akansha. Correct. Hash. Uh, Akansha, not single quote, three quotes. Yeah. Okay. Right. Manjunath. Yes. Nandini. Good. Correct. Digvijay. Good. Okay. Then let me ask you. Let me ask you something. Is this a correct statement? Can you see my screen? Okay. No. Many of you are saying no. Okay. Okay. Harshit said input math star. Panchakshari. I is not capital Panchakshari. I is small. Harsh says no, only math. Good, Harsh. Okay, Tausif also saying no. Yeah, Khaja, right. Very good. Khaja is saying import math only, sir. Right. Maths, not math. Kailash. Yes, good, good, good. Very good. Harshit, you're saying I am saying no maths, but maths. Right, Harshit. You're also correct. Okay, yes, Farooq. Good, Roshni, Rupali. Yeah, good. Okay. Now, then tell me now, you have done the homework. Tell me now, what operator is this and what does it do? Now, all of you cease typing, please. I have noted and I'm very happy to see that you have been following the lectures. Okay. So what operator is this? What does it do? Just don't say what it is. Also give me an example. Each one of you. Yeah, bitwise or that's correct. Palladi, yeah. Rupali, Digvijay. No, Digvijay, it's not comparison. Bitwise, Nandini, bitwise what? Okay, give me an example. Khaja, bitwise what? You need to say that, just not bitwise. Okay, Mahi, bitwise or, yes, correct. Minal, bitwise or, Arshita, or bitwise or, Arshita. Digvijay, it's bitwise or. Ha, Vashish, correct, if either of the. Okay, give me an example. Take two numbers. You have done this as a part of your homework, so you should be able to tell me. Take two numbers and give me an example of this bitwise or. Okay. Equals to 10. Okay. Namrata, can you convert that into the binary equivalent and show us? Friends, so what I'm asking is take two decimal numbers. You will get a lot of websites that will give you the equivalent of the binary. It's binary equivalent. And do a binary or and show what is the output. Yeah, Kanishka, you can do with 60 and 61. No, Harsh, it's not that. It's not that comparison. It is bitwise or. It's not that or that you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, right, Minal. Can you take its binary equivalent and show us? Yes, Shanti. Yeah, that's the correct approach. Okay, Shanti is saying do it like this. She's saying, Shanti is saying do it like this. Sorry. Okay, A or B equals to 61. Okay, A is 61, I guess. Shanti is saying A is 61. B is what? Okay, good. Kanishka. Yeah, Manjuna, that's correct. Okay. So basically, now I will give you a quick example of what is a bitwise OR. I will show you one more so that you get a grasp of the bitwise operators. Okay. 60 bit binary. Okay, it is 1100. Now, please, all of you concentrate and look at my screen. Okay, and what is 61? 61 is this. So now, for those of you who have no idea of the binary operations, let me tell you, these binary operations are is actually at the backbone of lot of digital electronics. Okay, so this what do you say this? What do you call this as? This basically that stick sort of thing. It is known as a bitwise OR operator. This ampersand is known as a bitwise AND operator. Now, in a OR operation, what happens when you are comparing two digits, two binary numbers? If either of the binary is a 1, then the output is 1. So basically, it's like this, guys. 0 or 0 is equal to 0. 0 or 1 is equal to 1. 1 or 1 is equal to 1. 1 or 0 is equal to 0. Now, if you look at this by this logic, this number, if I do a binary OR between them or a bitwise OR, then the output is what? 1, next 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Which, what is it? So let me just get the output. To decimal. 101. I think it is 61. Let me see, decimal binary to decimal. So it's 61. Okay, 61. So 60 or 61. Let's see, 60 or 61. What's the output? It says 61. Yes, this is how binary operations are done. Okay. Similarly, you can have a look at the binary AND, which will be only when both the binaries are 1, then the output is 1, otherwise it's a 0. Okay, so those are two examples. As I said, these bitwise are not very important for you right now. So we will skip them for the moment with the assumption that you have gone through the others. If you have not gone, that's fair enough. There's no harm in it. So you can go through it at your convenience. Kailash, you can just check it out. 1 or 2, what will be the output? Yeah. Okay, let me do it for you. It's 3. Okay. You can do the binary. No, Harshit, that's what I'm trying to say. At least here in this course, we don't need it. And in my all these years of experience as a programmer, I have hardly ever used bitwise operator. Acha, can you quickly tell me what is the application of imaginary numbers, complex numbers? Where do you use it? What streams of work would you be using it for? Have you done a bit of research? Electronics. They're used in electronics and electromagnetics. Okay. Computer science and electronics. Control theory, right? Correct. Signal processing. Correct, Swaroop. Good. Signal analysis. Right. Digital signal processing, right? DSP. Okay, Akanksha is saying real world. Okay, can you answer Akanksha's question? Real world, where do we use it? Do we use it in a day-to-day usage? What do you think? Yeah, let me see your answers. Electric currents. Sankirtana, leave it right now. Okay. I will try to take it towards the end again. Yeah. Yeah. Modeling periodic motion. So that's good. Sai Kumar, that's a good. Yeah. Sanjay says quantum physics. So you see, Akansha, most of it are actually in complex science and engineering. May not be used in your day-to-day life, like when you compute what is your for what is your laundry bill, or if you want to compute, build an app, all these things you won't need it. Okay, so most of it is actually in stuff like quantum computing, in more complex modeling, etc., etc. Maybe signal processing. Okay, absolutely, signal processing is one field where it is used. Then few of it is in complex electronics. Yeah, quantum mechanics, wherein actually you model things which have a degree of uncertainty. Okay, you can read out more of it. Actually, why don't you go to ChatGPT and try finding a few real life examples? Yeah, good. So I hope, so although we didn't need to know it exactly, but it's always good to know as many new things as you can and correlate the things you're learning. Okay, now let's start off with the topics in hand today. So yesterday we were discussing the operators. Now quickly, guys, I will give you a few things to work on. Okay, can you tell me what you need to give examples of each one which I'm saying? What is this percentage operator? What does it do? Give me an example. Remainder. Okay, so let's see what remainder. Suppose 5 percentage 2. What is the output? 5 percentage 2. It is 1. Okay, so remainder is 1. Then can you tell me what is float division? This one. What does this give? Look at my screen. Okay, so it is 3. So this gives you the quotient. Yes, you're correct. This double star, it means power. Okay, so 3 double star 2 is 3 raised to the power 2, which is 9. Okay, so coming next to the concept of comparison operators. Tell me what will this evaluate to? 5 greater than 2. What is it? Yes. So this compares whether the number on the left side is greater than the number on the right side. And the output is a Boolean, true or false. Similarly, this evaluates if the number on the left is lesser than the number on the right. It also gives you a Boolean. What about this one? Greater than equal to, what is it? This also gives you a Boolean, correct? It evaluates if two numbers are, the one on the left is greater than or equal to the number on the right. Apropos, this one is the lesser than equal to operator, and this one is equal to. So when you compare, if two numbers are equals to 5, then you get a Boolean true, else you get a Boolean false. Okay, Panchakshari couldn't follow 10. Okay, Panchakshari, so look at my screen, please. So 10 float 3. What is it? So if I do 10 divided by 3, what do I get? 3.3333, right? So it rounds off. It's a floating point number. So what is the quotient here? 3, correct? And what is the remainder of this 10 divided by 3? 1. Good. Yes. Yeah, Hafza, right. I will increase the font size. Thank you for giving your feedback, but I think it's already very large. But if I have a problem, let me try and see if I can increase it a bit. Amar, please let me know if from YouTube people have joined and if they have any concerns or any questions. Please drop in. So 10 divided by 3, the question, so the float division gives the value quotient as 3. Okay. And when you do the modulo division, this is called as the modulo division. It gives you the remainder. Just understand the difference here. Okay, so this is equal to, we have covered, and this is not equal to. You compare two numbers for them not being equal. If the numbers are not equal, then they are true, else they are false. So all of these operators, they evaluate the comparison operators, that is, they evaluate to a Boolean true or false. Then the logical operators, and or not. What do logical operators do? Right, Shani? Yes. Tosif, a single star, it is a multiplication. What is this? Look at my screen. Here's a question for you. What do you think this is doing? Those of you who are feeling that you don't know the answers, don't worry, because I'm giving a question so that I can also answer it for you. What do you think is the output? Okay. Some of you are saying true. Mahi, you are saying true. Palladhi saying true. Most of you are saying false. Yes. Okay. Now we will look at it, how this works. Now, guys, whenever such complex expressions come, you need to always look at the expression to the left and the expression to the right. So this is one expression. It's a logical expression, right? And this is another logical expression. So if both of them are correct, are true, then the entire expression evaluates to true. Otherwise, it's false. So 2 greater than 3 is false. So it is false. And 3 less than 2 is also false. In this case, both are false. So the output is false. But what if I had done 3 less than 20? Tell me what would have been the output? False. Okay. No. Nishant, not true. Nishant, look at the expression correctly. Okay, rest all, most of you are saying false, which is correct. Digvijay, yes, you are correct. Yes, so what is happening here also? Again, it's like that binary and operation. So because the expression on the left is false, however, the expression on the right is true. But unless and until both the expressions are true, the entire output of the expression evaluates to false. This would have given you a true. Okay. Right? Now, on the same lines, tell me what will this evaluate to? 1 second. Tell me what is the output of this expression. Look at it properly, break down it into each individual expression on the left, on the right, then the net output. False. Who are saying false? Sanika saying false. Kill, true. Okay, good. Digvijay, true. Vasavi, true, true, true. Okay. Most of you are saying true. Yes, because remember, this is an OR expression. Or the evaluation is with an OR. That means either one of the expressions should be true for the entire expression to evaluate to true. So the one on the left is false. However, the one on the right is true. That is why the output is true. Okay. So those of you who are saying true, you're absolutely correct. So what about not? Good, Ayan. Logic gate. Very good. Ayan is saying what I've given now, it's a logic gate. What logic, Ayan? Can you tell? Or others, can you tell what logic it is? And one application where it is used. Electronics, one component where it is used. Not gate. Very good. Not gate. Good. Good, Renuka. Khaja, it's not nor, it's not actually. Okay. Yeah. So what do you think is the output? False. Harshit, you're saying false. Okay. Roshni, true. Palladi, true. Sankirtana, true. 1 becomes 0. Okay. So 20, not 30. Sorry. Wait. Hmm. Wait. Just a sec. I have something wrong with the syntax. I will just rectify it. Give me a moment. It's a Boolean, not actually. Okay, so it should be, sorry, I did something wrong. 20 greater than 30. Okay, so I should put it as not. Can you see my screen? Is my screen visible? Okay, thanks. So I had made a mistake here with the syntax. So what happens now? As you rightly said, most of you, not just inverts. So false becomes true and true becomes false. So not, so 20 greater than 30 is false. So in effect, what happens is not false. So it inverts, okay? And the output now becomes true. What if I had done this, say 200 greater than 30? Can you tell me what would have been the output of this expression? False, right? All of you are saying, most of you are saying false. Correct. So what is happening? See, 200 greater than 30 is true. So inverting, putting the not there just inverts it and makes the net output as false. Okay. So one application of this NOT gates is also in a component called flip-flops. Make a note, check it out. We'll learn a bit of electronics again. So these are the logical operators. Now, what about assignment operators? Assignment operators, as the name suggests, you are assigning one value to another. Okay. Now, yesterday we have seen the equal to, means you're assigning to an object, you're creating an object basically and assigning a value here. Now, tell me what is the output of this? Take a guess. What operator is this? Plus equal to. My screen is stuck. Is my screen stuck? Oh, sorry. I think there was a problem. Okay. Is my screen visible now? Okay. Right. So what is this operator? Assignment operator, but what assignment? Can you make a smart guess? Increment operator, right? The name is increment. Okay, increment operator. So yes, as some of you are saying, a equals to a plus 2. Again, remember, this is a favorite interview question. They will ask you, how can you actually increment a number like that without violating its principle of mutability? So remember it. Okay, so what is a now? It is 5. So then tell me, what do you think is this? What is the output now? Okay, 25 Farooq. Okay, maybe with you. Yeah. Okay. So this means, correct. In my case, it will be 10. Those of you who had some other number. So this means A equals to A into 2. Okay. Similarly, now you can understand this will mean A equals to A divided by 2. Okay. Now, one thing, you see this answer came as 5.0. Although A was 10 and I divided it by 2, it came as a floating point number. So what happens? Python, colloquially, whenever it gets a mathematical operation, it converts the output and gives it as a float. Now, if you want to convert it into an integer, then we use a concept called as typecasting, which means you change one data type to another. What type of data types? Which is similar. Like say float is also a numeric data type, and int is also a numeric data type. So if I do like this int, then I put the floating point value here. So it gives me the output as an integer. Okay. Similarly, if I want to convert this integer into a floating point data type, which is basically a float object, then I can use typecast float. Okay, this is how we typecast. Okay, right. Now, yeah, don't worry, don't take up those topics now. Okay, like this, what will happen? Don't do all that now. There are a lot of things you can actually check out. You can do a float division, modular division that way and all. You can do it. Okay, you can check those things out. You can do like this percentage. Okay. So you can do all that later. But for the moment, just understand these basics. Now, next comes another very important category of operators called as membership operators and identity operators. These operators will be very important for you when you are working with the loops, when you're creating a for loop, while loop, etc., etc. These will be the basis on which you set up loops. So understand them properly. Okay. So if I tell you now, I will come to also the concept of why on the first day I had told you that this thing, Python is an expressive language. Okay. So here, okay. So what type of data is this? It's a string, right? Now tell me, without even understanding what is going on actually technically, tell me if I write a equation like this for you, expression, sorry, not equation. What do you think it is trying to, this expression is trying to do? Give me just from a very layman's perspective. Don't put in a knowledge of a programmer. It is checking, right, Yashasvi? It's checking if H is present. Correct. Good, Digvijay. Good, Vashish. Yes. Right, Tausif. Hello, putting in H. No, Tausif, it is H is in hello. Right? So you see, it's like what we do on a very basic common English. That's how we check logically. So you see, that is why it's called as an expressive language. It returns you a true or false. It is known as a membership operator. So it checks if a particular character is present in a string. Similarly, now tell me, what will this return? So you're checking if you are saying that I want to know if h is not, small h is not present in the string hello. So it evaluates to true. Small letter not present. Right, Rashmi? Very good. Right, Rashmi. Right, Digvijay. Yes, Harsh. Correct. This keyword. Yes, Saima, it is a keyword. Absolutely correct. It's a membership keyword, basically. Huh? Then what about is and not is? Now here comes the concept of an object. So A is 10. B is 20. So tell me, what do you think will be the output of this? A is B. Again, as a layman who knows nothing of programming, look at them and tell me, what do you think will be the output? Okay, most of you are saying false. Roshni has told me something which is interesting. Good, Roshni. Roshni is saying, Roshni, can you again type it, please? Check it A value B. Okay, Nikhil is also saying it checks if A value B. No, herein is the problem. It is not checking if A value B. It is checking if A and B are the same object or not. Understand this, friends. It is not checking on the value. It is checking on the memory location. Okay. So it is checking for the objects being same. Now here's a bit of magic that I will show you. A is 10. B is also equals to 10, let's suppose. What do you think will be the output of this? Those of you who are saying true, please explain why it is true. Those of you who are saying false, please tell me why it is false. Okay, Shanti says memory allocation. Nikhil, object are not same, so false. False value true, value of A and B. No, moment, don't go based on the value. Again, I'm saying, friends, please understand, is operator or not is works on the principle of the object, their memory location. So A is B is true because here what Python does is internally, unknown to you and me, when it sees that there's another object being created with the same value and the same data type, it doesn't create a new object again. It just uses an alias for that existing object. So it becomes something like this. Let me see if I can draw for you. Annotate. We have shapes. So it's something like this. So there is one object A. And instead of creating another object B over here, it just uses this only. It's the same object, but with different names. It's called as aliasing. Okay, so this is the smart memory management. We were discussing of Python's memory management, right? I think one of you asked me yesterday, how does Python deal with memory management? So this is how. Okay, so it saves some extra memory allocation. Okay, what would this be then? Kanishka, it is called as a membership operator. Digvijay false. Ummai says false. Kamakshi false. Okay, Yashasvi, Nikhil false. Aman false. Okay, all of you are saying false. For a change, all of you are on the same page. Wow, good. Yes, you're correct, because now both the objects are same. So the output will be true. The output will be false. I'm sorry. That's a slip of tongue. Okay. So you have now got the concept of the main operators are therein. Now understand, guys, these are your building blocks. So with these, you will go to the next steps. When you write the programs, these operators will be there that you're using. When you set up the loops, these operators will be there. When you take inputs and convert from one data type to another, this typecasting concepts will be there. Okay. So that is why I have been telling you to be very patient with the basics. Understand these basics well. See, theoretically, we can cover this very fast, but we are going very slow. If you see that now, actually the pace is very slow because these are all your basics. And I will tell you, when I took up programming initially during my first year and all that, that's very tough for me because these basics were not properly explained. So that is why you should be very clear with these basics. Don't think that these are not needed. I can straight away jump into programming. Even if you know them, just be totally engaged. Okay, lot of interview questions will come from it. Which one you want me to explain? Panchakshari. Thank you, Bushra. Thank you so much. Which one you want to explain? Membership operators. How many of you are not comfortable with the membership operator? Tell me. Not membership, sorry. Yeah operator is identity operator. It's known as identity operator. Okay, clear. Most of you are saying clear. I think Panchakshari, you are saying that not. Okay, Panchakshari is not is just the reverse of is. So if is means you're testing if these two objects are same, is not is a test to see if they are not same. See the keyword here, they are not. They are or they are not. This is how you should remember. Is means are they same? Question mark. Is not means are they different? Okay, just remember it that way. And now when you try it out, you will understand it in much better way. So now that we have an understanding of operators and the key operators that we work with, which encompasses the mathematic operators, the comparison operators, the assignment operators, etc. I will take you back again to your school days. I'm posting a question for you over here. Nikhil, no worries. Just hold it up. Just keep a tab towards the end of the session. Just give me a detail. What is not clear, the exact points, tell me. I will try to explain it again. Okay. Now, here's my question for all of you on your screens. Tell me, what is this? I have DM'd you. What is this? Oh, I think people are there on YouTube. Amar, should I paste it up on the screen also? Okay, I will paste it up here. Sorry, I forgot people might be there on YouTube. Guys on YouTube, sorry about that. Here's what I'm asking you. What is this? Somebody's saying, Sheikh is saying used in maths. Yes, right. That should be a first answer. It's used in maths. All of you are telling me what it is, but you should say first. Order of mathematics. Good, Vaishu. Good. Yes, Shafia. Right. It's maths operation. It's the order of mathematical expressions, how they're evaluated based on the operators. So the B stands for bracket, of division, multiplication, and then addition and subtraction. Okay. So what do we say this? This is also actually known as the operator precedence rule. Which operator gets precedence or priority? So for example, suppose I have this 3 plus 2 into 8. Then what do you think will be the answer? Correct. It's 840 because first 3 plus 2 is evaluated, which is in bracket, then 8. What if I do this? Suppose bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. Yeah. So let me just quickly check the rules again so that I'm not missing out anything. Yeah. Yes. That's the name. Okay. So 3 into 25 minus 2. What do you think will be the answer? 73. Why? First is the multiplication, which is 75, then the subtraction. So why? Because multiplication has got a higher priority. And now do you see one thing, friends? We are always looking at the expression from left to right. This is how we are looking at our expression. We are evaluating it in this way. Correct? We are going in this way, not in the reverse. However, there is actually an exception to this rule. It is with exponentiation. So I will come to that. Okay. So 3 into 10. So this is fair enough. Now with exponentiation, what happens? Okay, leave it. I will now tell you the concept of associativity first, then I will get to it. Okay. So see, if you look at this slide in your LMS, the basic data types, slide number 48. If you come to this slide, you will see there's an entire list of operators and their precedence. So you don't need to remember them. You just need to look up. Either use these slides or you can look up in any online website which deals with Python. Okay. So exponentiation has the highest priority, and which is the least? It is the logical operators. Now, suppose two operators have the same priority, say multiplication and division, or multiplication and this one, float division, whatever. Okay, or plus and minus. So in such cases, the priority is decided by the concept called as associativity. What it is that once you start going from left to right, when you go from left to right, what is the first operator that comes? The expression around it gets the higher priority. So in this case, can you tell me what will be the first expression that is evaluated? The plus, exactly. Okay. The plus is evaluated first because if you move from left to right, 10 plus 74 comes first, which is what? 84. Then minus, so it is 84 minus 15, which is 69. What if I had put it up like this? Then yes, no, not the 74 plus 15. See, both minus and plus have the same priority or precedence. So here the rule of associativity comes into play. So first is 10 minus 74. As you move from left to right, what comes first? The operator which comes first is the minus. So the expression around the minus sign gets the higher priority now. So 10 minus 74 is minus 64. So it is minus 64 plus 15, which is minus 49. Yes, exactly, Shafia. Good. Yes, Revati. Yes, Ayush. Right, Bushra. So this is the rule of associativity. Remember this. Now, the exception to this rule comes with exponentiation. Suppose this is my expression. What do you think will be the answer? So I'm telling you, the rule of associativity for exponentiation is from right to left. Now tell me what should be the answer. Going by that logic, what do you think is the answer? Good, Ayan. I think yes. Right, Ayush. No Saima, no Pallavi, no. Tushar, no, that's not 24. Look at the expression correctly, guys. Look at it, break it down. There are two expressions here, two exponentiations. 2 raised to the power 3 and then raised to the power 4. So I say the law of associativity for exponentiation is from right to left. So going by that logic, what expression will come first? Break it down for me. Yes, yeah, right. So first comes right, Shreyas, you're correct. 3 raised to the power 4. No, Ayush, it is not 2 raised to the power 3. First is 3 raised to the power 4. Yes, now you're correct. Correct, Digvijay. Revati, that's correct. 2 raised to the power 81, but you need to break it down. So basically it is 3 raised to the power 4, which is 81. Then 2 raised to the power 81. So always such, and guys, you need to be very, very conversant with these operator precedents, because many times you will get mathematical expressions to evaluate. And if you are not taking care which is to be evaluated first, your expressions will give you a wrong answer. They may not be syntactically wrong, but logically you will get wrong answers. So whenever in doubt, put a bracket. When you want to say that this expression should come first, not the other one, put a bracket. Right, Shruti, I will explain this again. Correct. Okay, Sankirtana, no problem. I'm there to explain to you as many times as you need. Till you are comfortable, till you are confident with the topics, I'm not going to leave you. Okay. Okay. See, exponentiation means, guys, what it is. It is just power to the power of. Nothing more than that. So what I'm saying is, when there are multiple exponentiation expressions, 2 raised to the power 3 raised to the power, let's say 2. So the rule of associativity, what it says is, for all operators, for all exponentiation expressions or power expressions, basically raised to the power, first look whether first move from right to left. What expression comes first? That will be evaluated first. So tell me, in this case, who asked me this question? Just a second, guys. Just a second. Yeah, I know you have got it. Wait 1 second. Correct. Who asked me the question? I wanted to ask you. Okay. So 3 raised to the power 2 will be evaluated first by Python. That is 3 raised to the power 2 is 9. Then 2 raised to the power 9 comes later. Okay. So here what is happening is, first 3 raised to the power 2, which is 9, then 2 raised to the power 9, which is 512. If you wanted to do it in a different way, suppose you wanted to evaluate 2 raised to the power 3 first. So always put in a bracket. When in doubt, put a bracket. And now see, now the expression changes completely. Got it? Okay, Sankirtan. Yeah, Roshni, that's correct. Yeah, Tushar. Tushar, it is all all operators, all expressions other than exponentiation, the associativity is always from left to right. Don't confuse it, please. Yusra, which one? When you say please repeat this, sir, which one, Yusra? Which one you want me to repeat? Exponentiation. From right to left means why not 4? 3 power 5 and first example. No, Panchakshari, that's the rule of associativity. 4 power 3. Okay. Okay. See, this is when you say this, no? 3 star 4 means 3 raised to the power 4. Okay, it's not 4 raised to the power 3. The one on the left is the number and the one on the right is the power. Please understand this. Repeat last examples. Yes, Rupali, exponentiation only power. Correct. Yeah. Okay, Srilata, repeat last example. Right. I mean by last example, you mean this bracket. So what happens, Srilata? You see the rule of associativity is now overridden by the power of the bracket. If I had gone by the rule of associativity, we would have got the value as 512 because 3 raised to the power 2 would have been evaluated first. And then 2 raised to the power 9. But since I put the bracket here, now the expression means 2 raised to the power 3, which is 8, and 8 raised to the power 2, or 8 to the power of 2, which is 64. About the expression of it. Yeah, you said that's what I explained to you right now. Srilata asked the same question. Yeah, Jill, it's like this. See, there's not much confusion here. It's very simple. There are 2 powers that had been asked for you to evaluate. The first one, going by the rule of associativity, is 3 raised to the power 2 because it's from right to left associativity, which is 9. Then now the base number is 2 and raised to the power 9, which is 512. Okay. Yes, Nandini, I did just that now. Okay. But let you check it out. I've given you the logic. Now you should check it out. Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ajay. Thanks that you have understood. I'm very happy to hear that. Good. Okay. So we are nearly at 7. We will take a quick break. Let's reassemble at 7:10. And what I want you to do, yeah, we will move to the next one, Vijay. We will move to the next one. So what I'm giving you as a quickie, you can go out or catch up on refresh yourself and come back. Or if you stay back, here's what I want you to do. Go to slide number 52 and check out the MCQs 3 and 4. So once we are back, we will quickly discuss these 2 MCQs. Okay. Slide number 52 of the basic data types deck, question numbers 3 and 4. Vashish says it's not available on LMS. Are you sure? Yesterday, most people said they have got it. Nitin, no, it should be there. Have you registered, Vashish, Nitin, Farooq? Have you registered? Amar, if you are there, can you please just let me know?
They're saying that I will check with the backend team once.
Okay. In case it is not there, so what I will do is I will put it up for you guys over here on my screen. People over here in Zoom as well as people on YouTube. You can take a look at it. My screen is here for you. Take a look at it and tell me what is the answer. We are back at 7:10. We resume at 7:10. Till then, you also can take a break. Or if you continue, please go ahead and answer these 2 questions. So I'm stepping Okay, friends, I'm back. Okay, chalo, let's evaluate. What is your answer for question 1? True. Okay. Why true? Let's break it down, guys. So first, what here? Tell me, look at this. I need you to break down and tell me what is what. Tell me which expression will be evaluated first here. First, totally. Bracket first evaluate. Yes, but which bracket? Yeah, right. Who said that? Sharishma said 2 minus 1. Good. Arju said 2 minus 1. Digvijay 2 minus 1. Good. Yes, this innermost bracket is evaluated first. Then next, which bracket? Right, 3 into 1. Yes, the outer bracket, right, Akanksha? Good. Yes, Siraj, good. Arju, good. Not 3. There's not 3 or yeah, Shweta, good. Okay. So 3 into 1. Then what is evaluated now? Right. Right. 4 divided by 3. Good. So output is, it will be a floating point number, 1.333. Did you see how many 3's it has put by default? You see, this is why you will need to use the round here. Okay. What about the other one? Now let's look at it. Now you tell me what expression is evaluated first here. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. Now you need to write out which is the first expression evaluated. The bracket 2 minus 1 as usual. Good. Then which is evaluated? 3 into 1. Why? Because sorry, multiplication has a higher priority or precedence than division. Is it correct? Am I correct? Multiplication has a higher priority than, okay, no. Some of you said yes. Okay, those of you are saying no, why no? They have the same. Good, Vashish. They have the same. No, Ashlesha, both have the same priority. But over here, the rule of associativity comes into play. Division has got a same priority as multiplication. But, sorry, since the associativity, the first expression comes around the division, so the division is evaluated first. So 4 divided by 3 into 1. Okay, so that is also 1.333 into 1. Yeah, Roshni, BODMAS rule. But see, in the BODMAS rule, what happens? It's a bit different here in Python. Somebody wrote at that time PEDMAS rule. Okay, Python's BODMAS, which is that multiplication, division, all of these have got same priority, float division. So here you need to apply the rule of associativity. Good. The next question. Next question. What is the expression that is evaluated first? Tell me over here. What expression? Okay. Yes. Division has a higher priority than addition. So that is why definitely division is evaluated first. So 2 by 2, which is 1. Then addition 43.55 plus 1, which is 44.55. Now you're typecasting. This would have been a float, but you're typecasting it to an integer. So the output is 44. Okay. So right you are. Good, guys. Fantastic. Correct, Shruti. Yes, Monica. Correct. Float converts into int. Yes. Yes, Robin, you're correct. Prerna, did you get 22? No, Prerna, it's not 22. Check equation again. Nagmani, correct. Shreyas, correct. Ketki, right. Good, everybody. Good, all of you. Yeah, Mahi, what doubt do you have? Yes, Nandini. 44 if you have got, it's correct. Right, Aman. Typecast means Mahi, it's converting from one data type to another, but data types which are similar, like float and int and numeric data types. So I can convert an integer number into a float data type and vice versa. That is known as typecasting. Type and casting, two words. Casting from one type to another. Okay. Chalo. Now we will move to the next data type, which is strings. Acha, guys, one more thing. Please, all of you try to attend these the Python classes regularly. Don't miss, because the next topics that will come up after these 15 hours is IoT, wherein you will have to actually write programs. So if you are missing the sessions, please try to attend them religiously. Even if you're late, that's okay, but do attend. And in case you're totally unable to attend for some reason whatsoever, at least religiously go through the recordings. Yeah, Hafsa, you are correct. Yes. Division and addition have different priority, correct. Yeah, Roshni, that's good. Yeah, Revati, good. Yeah. Harsh, let's move on. I will explain the 44 again. Let's move on, okay? Recordings in LMS. Mahi, this is a XOR. It's different. It's an XOR operator. Okay, now, so friends, now the next data type which is coming is strings. You already have an idea of it. Now, one concept that is very common for strings, lists, tuples, dictionaries is the concept of indexing. Let me first explain to you with the help of a Excel sheet. So my favorite thing is Excel. Okay. So here, now, I am asking you to imagine these cells as actually a memory location in your dynamic memory location, which is the RAM. Now, I am populating these cells with a string, say RAM, ROM. Okay. So each of these characters which are strung together to form a string, that's where the word string comes from, stringing together. These characters are also retrievable by a concept called index position. It's a logical concept. So when I say R, I am saying that I put it at an index position called 0. A is at index position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, this is not the memory ID. This is just a logical concept like 0, 1. So what you would do in your Excel sheet, suppose you have a list of student names. Okay. So we put a serial number, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, like that. Say student Ram, Joseph, then say Karthi, say Jazz. Okay. So if you put like these, it's like that serial number. No, don't confuse it with the memory location. So R. So now this, suppose this string name is say name. Okay. Name. So if I have a string like this, if I say name, Then I say within these square brackets 0. That means I'm postscripting this name with 2 brackets and putting the index location there. Then I will get the output as the character that is present at that 0th index location. To draw the parallel here from this list of student names, if I say at serial number 0, what is the student name that is there? You will tell me it is Ram. If I say at 3, what is there? You will say Jazz. It's the same concept. Name of 0 is R. Okay. Name of 1 is A, and likewise. Clear? So here is how you define it. Name, say RAM, ROM. See, with a single quote, can be with a double quote as well, or even with a triple quote for that matter. But if you start with a single quote, you will have to end it with a single quote. And likewise, if I say name of 0, I get R. If I say name, so what is it? 5. I'll get M. Okay. By the way, there's a function, built-in function called len, which returns the length of a string. How many characters are there in that string? 6. So if I do like this, name of len name -1, what do you think will be the output? Last character. Right, it gives you the last character. Why? Because why didn't I use name of len name only? Why did I do -1? What do you think this will return me? Why am I using index -1, length -1? Because, see, look here. This will return me an error. See, the length is 6. The total length of the string is 6. But the index positions start from 0. So from 0 to 5, totally 6 characters. So if I give name of 6 minus 1, which is 5, it's perfectly fine. But if I give name of 6, what the interpreter is telling me in effect is that, look out, there is no index position called 6. There isn't, right? It's only till 5. Correct? So therein is the reason you're getting this error. It's called an index error. So more of these later. We will go through the concept of exceptions also. Okay, so what if now I do name of length minus, say 3? What will be the output? Yeah, Nikhil, I haven't gone there. Just be there with me. I will tell you that also. Yeah, so let's look at it. It is R, because the length of basically this third index location, which is what over here? R. Okay. Now, there's another way in which we can designate these index locations. Till now, we looked at it from the perspective of from a left to right associativity again. We can also look at these index positions from right to left. In that case, -1 is the first index position, then -2, -3, and likewise still -4, -5, -6. So name of -6 is R, the first one, and name of -1 is the last one, or the first from the last. We used to say, no, in our college days, we used to, or if you remember that 3 Idiots movie, it says, niche se dekh, niche se dekh. From the bottom, which is the last one. Yeah, so that sort of thing. Okay, so this is the concept of indexing. Now, I will tell you next is the concept of slicing and creating substrings. Remember, friends, strings again are immutable. So you cannot change them. So I cannot do like this, name of 0 I cannot change it to say, instead of RAM, I make it R. I can't make it. So I will get an error. That will say object does not support item assignment, string object. Why? Because strings are immutable. It is telling you, look out. You cannot change the assignment type. Yeah. What if, have a look at it. I assume you don't have any idea of this concept of slicing. Have a look at it and tell me, what do you think this expression is telling you? Have a look at it. Try to make a guess just in case you're not at all aware. Start from 0, Kashmira, then go up till Nikhil, 0 to 2. Kashmira end with index 3. So Kashmira, you're nearly there. You know what? But the thing is a bit different. What happens? So what it is telling you. And this concept, friends, be very, very thorough with this. This will always cause you confusion in Python. So it says 0:3 means take the string from 0 till 3. It looks like that. So you will say, okay, the output is RAMR. But no, what it is telling the interpreter in effect is start from index position 0, go up the whatever is the till value, the 2 value, 3 in this case, -1. Take that -1 value. Okay, so take index, the string from index position 0 to 2. 0, 1, 2. So effectively, I'm telling, take the string, substring till RAM. So RAM. Okay. Got it? This is a cause of confusion. One more concept which comes here is also called as a step size. Acha, before that, what do you think is the answer for this? Name colon. Yeah, Mitali, I will explain. Yeah, Digvijay, complete total string. Jayant, Amram, CD, complete string, right. Nikhil, all string, right. Vasavi, Naga, Rajesh, start to end, right. Roshni, Ravin, yes, full string, yes, correct. So for those of you who are giving me the correct answer, very good, bravo. Those of you who don't know, it's okay to not know. Absolutely okay. It means, this expression means take the entire string from beginning to end. So it says go from here till here. So the output is RAM. Okay, now I'm making the level a bit difficult. Tell me, what is this? What is the output here? I'm again repeating, don't worry. It's okay not to be. It's okay, just hold on. Okay. Okay, some of you are saying RMO. Okay, Abhishek, RAROM. Sanjay says same. Vasavi says RMO. Okay, let's see. It's RMO indeed. Why? Because when I get the step size 2, it means, says that in effect, take the string, but skip one spot in between. Take every second character. So start from 0, take the every second index position. So skip this. Okay, so now you're skipping this. Second character is 2. Next, skip the third character, a third index position, and take the fourth one. Skip the fifth one. And then there's nothing to skip. So the answer was RMO. Okay. Now, here's another case for you. Quickly tell me. I need to reverse this string and print it. I should get like this. M O R M AR. How can I do this? Don't go to the methods now. I haven't come to the methods. Okay. Okay. Let me take what Lakshmi is saying. She's saying -1 to -6. Let's look at it. So Lakshmi is telling me take like this. Let's see what happens with this. I get a blank. Why I'm getting a blank here is because, see, again, what happens by default, the Python interpreter is looking, when you're giving this command, no, it is trying to search from -1 and so it can only look from left to right till you tell it something else. And what is that something else? That is, as some of you are saying correctly, minus, that means start from the end, start looking from beginning to end, but now look from right to left. So the beginning becomes now -1, the end is -6, and the step size is 1 in a negative direction. It's like the vector. If you remember the vector, it used to have a magnitude and direction. So this is like a vector. What is the magnitude? It is 1, step size of 1. And what is the direction? It is from right to left now. Okay, so can I put it? Where is the shapes? Insert. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'll show you later. I wanted to draw here. Okay, I can anyway annotate and draw this over here. It's going like this. Okay, so basically reverse here, all rhymes. So basically it's going like this. Yes, so this is known as a negative step size. Yes, Kashmir, that's correct. Tushar, correct. Nikhil, correct. Sai, not 6 to 0. There's nothing called 6. No index position 6 here. So you will get an error. Okay. Yes, Akansha, that's correct. Okay, so now I have explained to you the main concept of what was my agenda. So I told you the main concept of string basics. I've told you about indexing, slicing. Now we will go to the concept of string functions. And we will understand what's the difference between string functions and functions and methods. I will ask you an example, tell you an example. Suppose every day you wake up until you go for your college, office, whatever, you do a sequence of events, right? So that's actually all these sequence of events are there in your mind. So you know that your routine is like this. So from the moment you wake up till you go to office or college or school, whatever, you actually go on executing that task in a loop. Okay. So a function is similarly a sequence of tasks which are very commonly executed, and they're stored as a piece of code called as function. Yeah. So suppose I have to I have to calculate the area of a circle. Given the radius, calculate the area of a circle. So what's there in it? So it's very easy. So pi r square. So do I need to do pi r square every time? I don't need to. Okay, I don't need to do that. Okay, so rather what I can do, I can write a thing called as a function, which is a sequence of code which has a certain functionality, and that it takes some input and gives you some output. Let me take area underscore circle. So what does it take? It takes the radius r and it gives you the value. So every time I don't need to do pi r square. So whatever be the radius, if it is say 2.765, we'll still get the output. Or if it is say 24.765, all that I need to do is to call this function and execute it. Okay. Now, when a function is there as a part of a class, we commonly call it as a method. As we were discussing yesterday, when we took up that example of the card, that what are the functionalities available? Some of you said we can navigate using steering, we can brake, we can change gears. So all these are methods to do certain meaningful task. What is the method? We commonly say now, what is the method by which you can change the speed of a car? You will say, I will apply the gears. If I say, what is the method by which you will lower the seat or bring it front or back? You will say, I will use that seat handle. So these are all methods. A method implements a functionality for a class. So that's all that you need to know now. Don't break your head over it, because we will cover all these in more details when we do classes and objects. Okay, so know this, that most inbuilt classes of Python, like strings, lists, etc., they have some functions or methods associated with them, which helps us to do some meaningful editing tasks. So what are the editing tasks that we do? Okay, so one more thing, guys, I'm sorry. I haven't told you the multiplication and the plus operator here. Now, in numbers, we saw that the star means multiplication, right? But in string, for string, if I use the star and then give a number, it means a repetition. You see that name is repeated twice. It's a repetition operator. And if I use a plus here, suppose name plus another string, wait. So it means a concatenation. Yes, so this concept is also coming from classes and objects, which is known as an operator overloading. More of it later. And it is also, called as polymorphism, not operator overloading, wherein it has different functionalities for the same class, for the same class name. Okay, same method within a class, it will have different functionality than the method with the same name for another class. Okay, so more of it later, we will come to it. Okay, now quickly, I will show you a few important functions which are there. So remember that all these functions are not going to affect the original string. If you don't save the editing over there, you will lose it. To give you an example, suppose the replace method. So replace method, what? It replaces a specified phrase with another specified phrase. Quickly, to give you an example, suppose, what is the name? Ram. Suppose I want to say name. Now dot. Dot means from this object, invoke the method replace. And it says, look here, you see this ticker. It is also tell you what are the parameters you can pass for this and what this function does. Okay, so I'm saying, what is the old phrase? Suppose the phrase Ram. I'm going to replace it with a small new. What are you replacing it with? Name. Count as -1. How many instances? Don't worry of it right now. I will show you. So the output here is RAM, ROM. Did you see? But did my original string change? No. So if I had saved this name underscore new, then it would have been saved. Okay. Now suppose I tell you that in this string name, I want to change the capital R into capital R's into small r, only the capital R's. How would you do it? What program would you write? What is the expression that you would write to do it? So I am giving you a use case here. Change all the capital R's into small r. Quickly write a program. New is just a name. I'm saving it into another name, Mahi. That is why new. Okay, Nikhil. RAM 1. You don't need to give that 1 or 2 here, because by default it will do for every occurrence of the string. Let me show you. Say R, replace it with R. So that means every occurrence of R, replace it. Now you tell me, what do you think this will do? I'm twisting it for you now. Wait. Tell me, what will this do? Sorry, not this. Just hold on. Look at the question correctly. Okay. So what it does is that when I give this 1, it changes only the first occurrence of that capital R with small r. But now after changing, I have dropped that old object and saved it into a new object with the same name. Okay. So this is what is happening here. Yes, correct, Shanti. First occurrence. Yes, Chakravarti. Yes, Vashish. Correct. Okay, Nandini says my voice is not clear. Can you give me a thumbs up if my voice is clear? Okay. I put index. It's not index, Shanti. It is the count. It says how many times do you want to replace the capital R with R, small r. It is not index. It is count. Okay. Quickly try this out. I need you to do this quickly. Okay, thanks for confirming. Now quickly try this out, this replace method. Rabina, we are saving it in another object, otherwise the changes won't be saved. That is why strings are immutable. So that is why we are saving in another object, so that what change we have done, we can look at it later. So replace is done. Now, another one. So there are a lot of methods you can look at it. I will tell you a few ones. I will tell you split, join. Okay. Quickly, I will tell you another one called index. So if you have to find, let me say in the string name, I need to find at what index position does the character O occur. Tell me what is the index position? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, right? So if I say name dot index and I say suppose which one? I say O. So then it tells me that at index position 4, you have the occurrence of the character O. Suppose my name had been like this. RAM. So I want to find at what index position does the character R, capital R occur first. So I say index, I say R. It will tell me at index position 0, which is correct. Now I say, okay, I know at index position 0, there's an R. Is there any R after it? So then I can say name.index capital R. And I say start looking for any occurrence of the character R from index position 1. Then it tells me at capital index position 3, there is a R again. Yes, so this is what the index method does. There are few others called isAlnum, isDigit. IsAlnum checks if a string is a combination of alphabet and numerics. IsDigits, it checks if it is completely digits. So explore these on your own. Yeah, I will also give you a link which you can refer. There's a very good link I will give you. Okay, now I will come to two very important methods called join and split. Okay. So how many of you have worked with yeah, so that will need a bit of programming, Naga. Rajesh, for that will need for you a bit of looping. Okay. So how many of you have worked with a CSV file? Yeah. So with CSV file, you always have a comma separated, right? Delimiter, we call it as comma separated delimiter. Now look at this string. It is, say, Delhi. Say it is Dubai. And say it is Hanoi. So what does this name tell me? It tells me a name of 3 cities separated by a comma. Now, although it's a single string, I want to find this as 3 separate strings. Okay, I want to actually separate out the name of the 3 cities that I have there as a part of the string and which have come to me as a part of commas with a comma separated delimiter. So in such cases, just give me a moment, please. In such cases, we use a method called split. So the split method splits the string into a list based on a delimiter object. What is it? So name dot split. So it says no sep equals to none. You see sep equals to none. So what am I saying is that separated based on this comma. Now you see it has split it out and put it into another data type called as a list. Now when our data type comes, which starts with a bracket, square bracket, and ends with a square bracket, it is known as a list. Got it? With this split, you could also have given another option to this method called as the maximum split. You could have said how many times you want to split. If you don't give it, every instance of comma that is found to the left of it, it starts splitting. But if you say, I want to split only, say, one time, then you would have got a split like this. Okay. So I need you to quickly try this once. Take a string like this, split it out, what I've done. And now what I will do is, since we are already in the topic of lists, I will explain to you the concept of lists quickly, so that this also is covered. Okay, guys, we will extend the class a bit, 5 to 10 minutes max, okay? So that we can cover these topics. Please wait, don't leave the class, just wait. Tuple object. I don't know why you have treated tuple. You shouldn't be getting this error. Yeah. Anyway, take a minute more, finish this. Ayush, with split, what happens is, split means actually splitting based on something. What is that something? It's a delimiter. In this case, it's a comma. So when I say split this string, which has got certain phrases or certain words separated by a comma. In this case, words means names of cities. So what it does, the Python interpreter, is that it looks for the words to the left and right. It says, okay, Delhi is a word to the left of this comma. To the right of it, there's Dubai. Again, to its right is Hanoi. So this is how it splits up. And it splits into something called as a list. A list is another data type which is called as a collection data type. Unlike strings, which is a combination of an alphanumeric sequence of character or numbers separated by quotes, lists can have numbers, it can have strings, it can have lists also. It can have floating point numbers. Okay, so it's like a mixed bag. It's like a laundry list or a fruit bowl. Lists are mutable. Unlike strings or numbers, lists are mutable in that you can update the value. So lists also work on the same principle of indexing and slicing. So you can update the value of a list. Say a of 0, I want to make it to a floating point number. Okay. And lists also can be sublisted. So I can do a of 0 to 1. I can do a of 0 to 4. Okay, so this is the quickly at a very high level, this is the concept of lists. Tomorrow, we will take up more of the list functions. One means what? I'm not sure, Rupali, what one here? My screen is stuck. Is my screen stuck? Okay, thanks. I can use the, can I use? Yeah. Okay, thanks everybody for confirming. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. Happens maybe a network issue at my end. Yes, so this is the concept of lists. Tomorrow we will take up the list functions and something very powerful technique called as list comprehension. Yes, so now apropos, so we have understood split. Now, what happens? This list can be joined back into a string again. Suppose, let me take this name dot split. Say, let me save into a split names. Okay, this is the list. So what is the split dot underscore names? It is a list of names of cities. Now, suppose I want to combine them back into a string, but this time I say that instead of, unlike previous time where it was separated by a comma, I will separate them by a pipe. So here's what we can do. Name underscore cities. So I say first pipe dot join. The method join joins back the components of a list into a string separated by a delimiter which is specified at the beginning. Okay, let's say split names. Okay. Yes. Okay. Don't worry on that LM. It's not LMR, first of all, Brushali. It's LMS. As Amar sir said, he is going to check out with the backend team. All of you who have registered, you will have access, lifetime access to these recordings, to these notes. Everything you will have access to, lifetime. Kanishka, they're looking into it. Please bear with us. Maybe some issue at the backend. They're checking out. Maybe the database has a Mukul, the attendance link was shared. Yeah, got it, Kanishka. People are looking into it. Yeah. Okay. Please have patience. Understand you are also anxious to get the notes. I appreciate it, but just have some patience. Give us some time. Shreyas, there's no PPT that I can share with you, my friend. Again, it will be all on your LMS. Yeah, you will be able to access the dashboard, Roshni. Please register, Nandini. If you haven't registered, register. All of you who have not registered, please register. Thank you, Aisha. Yes, it's for free, but make use of it. Okay. See, we are not giving it free just for free, like as in that, okay, something we want to give and finish off. No, we want you really to learn. So make maximum use of it. Nandini, LMS, I understand will be an issue. Yeah. Okay. Mukul, for the moment, can you please bear with me for the next 10 minutes? Because I will tell you something important, which will be a part of your assignments for tomorrow. So please bear. Registration link, attendance link, you will have everything. Yes, Roshali, OOPS concepts is there. Already we have discussed OOPS yesterday. We will delve into more details. I tried it, but I joined the cities by each word. Yeah, that also is good. Yes, Ayan, you can join by each words. Okay. Okay, thank you, Revati. Yeah, Hafza, I know LMS, everybody, please, I understand there's some problem with LMS. Maybe there's a database issue. People are looking into it. For the moment, just concentrate on the subject at hand. Okay, so now you are now able to actually get an idea of the three data types. The main three data types: numbers, strings, and lists. Now your assignment for tomorrow. Please make a note. And one of you, I will ask you randomly again today. Shanti told me big thank you to Shanti. Shanti told me what was the assignment. So tomorrow somebody else need to tell me. Okay. So your assignment for tomorrow is you will check out the string methods upper. Okay, upper, lower is alpha, starts with, ends with. They are also part of your slide number 65. Just in case you're still not able to access the LMS by tomorrow before you come to class, please make a note. String functions, string methods upper, lower is alpha, is digit. Tell me if I'm getting any one of the names wrong. R strip, starts with, ends with. Remember, these are all string editing methods or tools. Those of you who are on YouTube still now, please make a note. Swaroop, can you please hold on? Why are you worried? What is the aim of the Python course for free? Just concentrate on this. Please don't ask any irrelevant questions now. You can ask it towards the end. I will give you 5 minutes. Please hold on. Yeah, Rushali, you will have to check all these. That's why I have given you here. You will have to check all these functions, try them out, and come back and tell me tomorrow. I can ask you randomly any one of these functions, each or every one, or few of these. So these functions you will come with. And second assignment, what is the meaning of the star operator and the plus operator for a list data type? Please make a note. Write back to me here. What is the assignment that I've given you? Quickly, please DM me, friends. Yes, Sanjay, good. Okay, Numa says unable to hear you. Okay, I am saying again, I have given you here a list of functions, string methods here, which I want you to understand what are their functionalities, try out each of these methods and observe what is the output. Okay, you will have to do this research on your own and come back with an example of each of these methods. Also, I have asked you for the list data type. What is the meaning with respect to the star operator and the plus operator? Have you noted all of these? Good, Yash, yes. I'm sharing it here in the Zoom chat. People, anybody on YouTube, please make a note. I'm waiting for you. Thank you, Ajay. Thanks for confirming. Okay, now we will close the session for today. Stay back 5 to those who wish to have you want to ask me questions, me or Amar sir, you can do it. Again, LMS, they're looking into it. Please give us some time. Amar, can you please confirm to them, students? Can you please broadcast the message to them?
Yes, so guys, there is some error at backend. So team is working on that same. By tomorrow morning, it will be resolved. So don't worry about that.
Okay. What about the attendance link? Will they be able to access it?
Yeah. Attendance, they are able to access via LMS, Zoom, and YouTube as well. There is only problem with the material.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those of you who have not registered, please do it because the LMS access should be there for you. These are crucial videos and PDFs which will help you when you're even preparing for your interviews. Sirs and madams from the faculty, also you can use this as a part also of your teaching curriculum. You can use the notes also. You can make free use of it, sirs and madams. So please even request to the faculty or esteemed faculty members who have joined it. And dear students, absolutely, it's for you, free lifetime. So do register. Okay. Now, right, I will take a few questions. Thank you, Shanti. Thank you so much. Goodbye, Kashmira. Okay. Swaroop, acha, Mukul is saying registration link. Amar, please paste it for them, all of them. Maybe they're worried that they won't have the registration link. Just paste it. Thank you, Akansha. Yes, thanks a lot. Good night. Uh, does anybody have questions? Okay, Swaroop, you were asking me what is it that we are getting out of it free? Not everything in life actually is always for business. At ExcelR, we have, although education is our forte, yes, but students' welfare, we also take it very seriously that our students should be trained properly. Coming from an industry experience, we have seen that many times the students are coming out, many times they lack the practical hands-on skills. Okay, so that is why we conduct these EDL as a part of our everyday learning sessions. We do it. I hope we have been able to convey to you properly. Okay. Prajakta, if registration is done, as he was telling you, we will get a mail from ExcelR. Okay. Roshni, LMS account. Roshni, the LMS, once you have the LMS account, you will be able to go and check it. Sorry for no, Swarup, it's okay. There's nothing sorry. Only just remember, Swarup, when I'm teaching something, no, see, if you ask me something and you go on bombarding, no, that time even I get distracted. It's okay, you will have questions. There's nothing to be sorry about it. Thanks, Hafsa. What is the mean of the program? Okay. See, Swarup, I don't know if you were there as a part of the first class that we took. We actually discussed why Python is so important, right from Internet of Things to full stack website development to data analytics. So Python programming is a crucial part in each of these. Okay, so that is why if you pick it up properly, it will make sense for you. Okay. Yeah, Swarup, is it okay? Can you give me a thumbs up? Yes, Python is not the backend, but the main programming language, Swarup. It's very important nowadays. Thank you, Digvijay. Thank you, Swarup. Yes, absolutely. You can leave. Anybody has a question, you can stay back. Somebody was asking me something. Akansha, don't worry about classes and objects. Classes and objects, we still haven't gone there. For the moment, you understand these are normal variables. Okay. When we go to the classes and objects and details, you will get an idea of what I'm saying. Okay. Also, in the meanwhile, do read up a bit. What are classes and objects? What is first class everything concept in Python? Here it is. I'm writing, note this one and do a bit of Google or ChatGPT on your own. First class everything concept. Python. Yes, Aman, I'm telling you a few of the interview questions, no? So go on noting them, like I told you with the assignment operators. Yeah, Numa, it's not working. That's what I was telling you. Yeah, thank you, Rushali. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hafsa. Do join back tomorrow. Okay, Akansha. Welcome. Very much. Most welcome. Okay, good night. Amar, over to you. If you wish to give them some, yeah. I think Mukul is asking me time and again how to access LMS and registration link.
So
Nikita, absolutely it is.
Yeah, so Mukul, drop an email to EDL team. I'm sharing that email ID with you. They will connect with you personally. Yeah, please, you can take it up.
Yes, Swarup, you can use PyCharm. Swarup, I think you missed the first class. That's why some of these questions you're having, which is absolutely okay. Once the LMS is up, go through the recordings. Yeah, thank you, Aarti. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. You have been wonderful, so patient. and so interactive. Keep up the spirit for the next few days. Yeah, Swarup, that's what I guessed also. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Goes to the. Thank you, Ruhan. Yeah, good night. Sanjay, yes, as I told before, also absolutely you can use Jupyter. No issues. Thank you, Rutuja. Okay, then. Good night, everybody. Have a great evening ahead. Do revise. Come back with the assignments tomorrow. Yeah, I want to see each one of you have worked on it. Okay. Thank Harshita. Thanks a lot. Amar, I'm stopping my screen share. Over to you for some last words for them.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. Oh, guys, any query or question for me? Please drop in the chat box. We'll be there for 2 more minutes. Sir, I received a verification mail, but this verification link is expired. So Vaishnavi, do one thing, forget your password once. Sir, can you send the attendance link once again? Yes, guys, I'm sharing that. 1 minute. Okay, it's coming like this, sir. Yes, Nandin, what is the issue? This is fine. You are done with your registration successful. Don't worry that you will receive a LMS access. Okay. Any another question, guys? If not, then we'll wind up the session for today and we'll meet you on tomorrow at same time. Attendance once. Attendance done. Okay, Kajal, thank you. Yeah, good night, guys. Bye-bye. Yeah, I hope there is no any query or questions. So we'll wind up for the day. Thank you so much, guys, for joining the session, and we'll meet you on tomorrow at same time.